How's it going, YouTube? Let's start this video off with Halo is finally out on PC, and it is absolutely awesome. If you are watching this wondering if you should buy it today, I would absolutely recommend it to you, 100%. Currently, you can buy Halo Reach for $10 on Steam, or you can buy the entire Master Chief Collection for $39.99. Even though currently not all of the Halo games are included, right now it's only Halo Reach, Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and ODST will be added on later. You can also play it on Xbox Game Pass for PC or for Xbox if you want to just get it on Xbox, but that's not really big news right now. You can get Xbox Game Pass for PC for $5 a month, but make sure you guys look out for their special for about $1 per month, so go look that up if you haven't already. Alright guys, first things first, my name is Troy Harrison Chriest. Like this video to help support me as a creator, and let's talk some Halo. But before we do that, I have a giveaway going on. I'm giving out 3 copies. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Halo Reach on Steam. Not Windows Store copies, Steam copies. The only way to enter the giveaway is to like the video, subscribe, and then comment down below why you love Halo Reach, why you want me to buy it for you on PC, why you want the game, why you can't purchase the game, and I will pick the best answers. So let's get right into it, shall we? So if you have seen my videos before, I often lean towards talking about the technical side of games, so that seems like a proper jumping off point. Halo Reach looks and runs amazingly on my PC, as you can see in this 4K 60 FPS footage. But what had me a little underwhelmed was how much of a port it really was. When you first boot up the game, it will be locked to 1080p 60 FPS in the classic graphics mode. After diving into the settings, I really expected a lot more to be there. Pretty much, there are 2 settings that will affect how the game looks. You can have it in the vanilla classic mode with the original graphics, or you can try the advanced mode, which features remastered and up-resed textures. Yes, it does look really good, but I expected it to have a lot more settings to tinker with. There are no options for things like texture quality, lighting quality, ambient occlusion, anti-aliasing, and there definitely is no option for super sampling. So if your computer can properly run the game at 4K 60 FPS or 1080p 60 FPS, and you don't have a monitor that can go higher than that, super sampling allows a game to render the textures in a higher resolution than your monitor is actually available in, and there's no option for that, so that's very, very, very sad. It seems kind of bare bones right now, and hopefully this changes very soon when it comes to the graphics settings. Besides that, we do have settings that allow us to change our FPS, but unfortunately this is quite limited for a modern PC game. If you think about how many options the Red Dead Redemption 2 port had, it had about 30 different settings that you can change. There's about, I don't know, 6 on this. You can either play at 60 FPS locked, which does run butter smooth, but then again, it is still just 60 FPS. The game came to PC, we want to play in high frame rates. That's why they added the unlimited frame rate mode, but the problem with that is when you use it, it has absolutely terrible screen tearing. And if you do not know what screen tearing means, this is when the image is running at a much higher frame rate than your monitor's refresh rate, aka the hertz. So let's say I have a 60 hertz monitor. If I'm running at 61 to 70 FPS, I'll get bad screen tearing. So basically, this creates line artifacts. You'll see all these weird lines across your screen that really do not look good and can be very distracting at high frame rates. It can be absolutely super distracting. That's why I like to use VSync a lot of the time. Certain games have non-VSync modes with no screen tearing if they have like a G-Sync monitor support, or just something like Red Dead where there's no screen tearing, but it's very, very bad. Very bad if you do not lock it to whatever your monitor's refresh rate actually is. So, however, if you do have a 120 or 144 hertz monitor, you can get rid of this screen tearing by locking the FPS and hertz in a specific application, such as the Rivatuner extension to MSI Afterburner. That's what I was using, and it worked out pretty well. Also, PC Gamer is reporting that in blog posts, 343 has said that this unlocked frame rate implementation is not final, and the developer is already working on a post-launch update for Halo Reach. So for any of you who are on the fence about buying Halo Reach on PC, just know that 343 is diligently working on a fix for these problems as you watch this video, and hopefully click the like button and subscribe. Can we get to 10,000 subscribers? Moving up. The next thing that I want to talk about is the field of view settings. On my first game of Reach, I had the FOV at the default of 78, and it felt just like how it was on console. However, you can increase this all the way to 120 degrees of view, providing a much wider area in which to aim and see your enemies. Here is a direct comparison between the FOV sliders at 78, 100, and 120 so you guys can tell the difference. Here they are. So typically in games, I tend to play better with this setting cranked all the way, but after playing Halo on Xbox for so many years, playing at higher field of views on PC, it actually really threw me off. In a game like Halo Reach, where you are hip firing a bunch and the reticule to hit on those is so big and wide, and the bullet variation and deviation is all over the place, having a higher FOV really didn't help in my case, because it basically made the enemies smaller. It made the target to hit smaller, because the screen was larger. I know in a lot of these games, like Call of Duty, like in Battlefield, the high FOV works very, very well, but for me, it didn't help me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm used to playing so much Halo at that 78 field of view. Whatever. Hopefully that made sense. I'm sure other people will have differing experiences than me. It just really didn't help me off the bat, but I'm sure after a while of playing, I will get used to it very quickly. Hopefully, because I would like to use a higher FOV. Moving on. So this next bit might not be that important for a lot of you. Hopefully you keep watching, but I still find it worth mentioning. Halo Reach on PC features ultra-wide support, but that is not the crazy thing. Just listen here. It supports windowed aspect ratios such as 16:9, 16:10, 21:9, and 3:2. This means that even players on a 1610 monitor, like what I have, a 4096 x 2160 monitor, can play in a, ultra widescreen windowed mode at a super, wide resolution or aspect ratio like a 21:9 with letter bars, which is so insane. Nobody does this, but it's so easy to do. It's like if I have a 4K monitor, you can fit a widescreen view in the screen. Why don't more games allow us to do this? I don't know. This is a feature that I've wanted in games for years. Certain titles are, very cinematic and look even better when rendered in widescreen, so it's nice that people without a monitor of that size can run the game in this AR, without having to use a third-party application to add letter bars to end up cropping the image instead of rendering it in a wide aspect ratio. Was that too many words? Was it a run-on sentence? Yes, it was. Thanks, 343. Moving on. All right, real quick, I know this video is bouncing around a lot. Whatever. I wrote it at work today, so yeah. Let's talk a little bit about multiplayer, shall we? You can filter by player size, 4v4 or 8 vs 8, as well as swapping between various game modes like Slayer, SWAT, which is so hard in Halo Reach. I totally forgot how absolutely impossible SWAT was in Reach, as well as free-for-all, Rumble Pit, and much more. I have not tested every game mode and probably not every game size, but from what I have played on the first day, I never once had to wait for a match any longer than about a minute. Maybe this is because I live near Seattle, Washington, the birthplace of Halo, Microsoft, and Xbox, so there's a ton of fans with really good ping right next to me. But as far as I'm concerned, there is zero matchmaking problems that we have to worry about. It runs great. If you guys remember how the Master Chief Collection operated day one or week one or month one on Xbox, we had horrible wait times for lobbies, horrible matchmaking, horrible this, that, and the other. None of that's here. It runs fine. The only thing I had trouble with was it wouldn't boot up one time when I had like 20 applications open. No matchmaking problems, no crash problems. It runs pretty proper, not gonna lie. Also, I am pretty sure every map from Halo Reach is included, but once again, I didn't get to play all of them day one, so I could be mistaken. But if you have played Halo Reach in 2010, you should remember favorites like Boneyard, Highlands, Powerhouse, Countdown, and obviously the Boardwalk. It's been incredibly nostalgic for me to go back through and play these maps again that I haven't experienced in almost 10 years. Also the Firefight maps, I didn't write a little section about Firefight because I totally forgot. But Firefight is exactly how you remember it. The grunts still make amazing noises when you shoot them. Go play some Firefight. At me, at Bloody Billions, let's play some Firefight. Moving on. Besides that, customization is pretty much the same, and all of the variants in armor combinations are still there for you to unlock and customize all over again. My personal favorite armor from Halo Reach was definitely the Commando armor, but let me know what yours was in the comments below. Mine's gotta be Commando or the Recon. I don't know why I liked Recon in Reach, because I didn't really like it in any of the other Halo games, but it just looked good in Reach with the full set. Okay. And now we're finally at the last part of this review. If you've not liked the video already and you're still watching, hey, maybe click the buttons. Click all of them. All right. The last part of this review, let's talk about the ODST Campaign of Halo Reach. While many of us have already played the game, I will do a quick breakdown for the few new people. The campaign of Halo Reach has to be one of the best in the franchise. The story follows Noble 6. He's a member of a Super Spartan group. The year is 2552, so basically shortly before the events of Halo Combat Evolved. This is a direct prequel to Halo Combat Evolved, and during the events of the novel Halo Fall of Reach. If you haven't read any of the Halo books, you should read a couple of them. They're pretty good. I read one of them. Basically, humans under the protection of the United Nations Space Command, the UNSC, have been waging a long war against the collective of alien races known as the Covenant. By the events of Reach, almost all of humanity's interstellar colonies have fallen. Reach itself is an Earth-like colony that serves as the UNSC's main military hub. The colony is home to over 700 million civilians in addition to the military presence. This was a story that provided so much weight and levity because it ended up being the reason that Master Chief was safe on the Pillar of Autumn. At the end of the game, spoiler alerts, you save Master Chief on the Pillar of Autumn, and he was then able to leave his life support pod and save the universe multiple times. It was a perfect prequel. They didn't have to really tie in that many previous storylines. They just needed to have it end up with the Pillar of Autumn. They did a great job, and I'm really, really glad that we can play it on PC right now. So with the return to classic Halo multiplayer finally on PC, I recommend everyone who owns Halo to buy this and enjoy a nostalgic trip down memory lane. Halo the Master Chief Collection looks awesome and runs better. With a few minor gripes aside about the settings out of the way, I think Halo Reach in the Master Chief Collection is a must-buy for Halo fans and PC gamers all over the world. Halo Reach on PC gets a 4.5 out of 5. Where are my X-Play fans? Yeah, I do a 5 out of 5 review. The classic just got better, but still needs a few minor improvements to really win over the hardcore PC players. Thank you for watching. My name is Troy Harrison Chriest. Leave a like and check out some of my other videos if you need something to watch. All right, guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, enjoy your week, enjoy your life. I'm out of here. My name is Troy Harrison Chriest. You can just call me THC. And yeah, peace.